mira, si lo tenías en sonrecue. Esto es tu abuela tirándose pedo. Bueno, pide las referencias a Windows Destruction. Yo pensé que la broma que hizo Joel era que eso sonaba como tirarte un peo en la bañera, no que fuera un peo de tu abuela. Claro, como dijo Joel. O sea, alguien de aquí entendió mal lo que dijo Joel. Sí, dijo eso, pero también lo otro. Ah, vale, esa parte llegué. ¡Ey, Río, qué tal! Sí, un poco. Adiós, back to work for me. Venga, Ricky, gracias por pasarte, gracias por el follow. Nos vemos.
We'll be starting up here in just a minute. Trying to get everything going.
Hey, gracias papas con mojo por la suscribirte a mi canal. No me yo papas con mojo games. Hey, gracias por los ánimos, papas con mojo.
Alright, I think we're just about ready. Getting everything reset up. Hope everyone's doing well. I don't know if I'm stopping or if the camera's messed up. Who knows? Oh man, what a day. I might eventually get around to actually getting some work done here. Cancel. Oh no. What have I done?
Ryan Litzel.
Alright. Turn this down just a little bit. I'm just about there. I gotta finish just a couple more things real quick. And then I should be good. Alright. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Probably mostly just those two things. And before we get started, I'm going to re-export this in the hopes that I get my desk back in Unity. Which probably means that I'm going to have to reapply all the materials, which kind of stinks, but hey, that's the way it is. Forgot that I gotta do this or else my chat is jacked up. Also need to turn the music credits back on, don't I? Now playing. Boom. Alright, let's go ahead and get Unity up and running, then I can close that file. Did I change anything? I'll save it just in case. And we'll open that back up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's delete that one. Refresh, maybe? Import. Oh, it's gonna do that thing where it crashes again. Guess I don't need that anymore since OneDrive works. I had to do that because on Windows 7, OneDrive did not work. Or Windows 7, Windows 8. Windows 8. Great. And it still didn't work. Alright, so let's do... Oh, I don't have AV turned on here. I don't have AV turned on this computer. Why it's not showing up? I guess I can turn my music down a little bit, huh? There we go. Take care in Sydney. Holidays. Hope you enjoyed that. My desk is still missing the top. I don't understand what's going on with that. I might just have to find a new desk and put that in there. Anything else missing? It's just that desk. And that wall. Desk and the wall are missing. So let's do what it says, new project. Sure, let's... Oh, it said to do it from here. I didn't get a crash signal, but now I'm betting if I re-import this, it will crash. Shoot. Okay, onto this. There it goes. Unity. DAB. I can open. Not FBX. I don't really want to do that. Curved insulation. Maybe like so one of the biggest things I want to fix real quick is I need to save this as project. We're going to save it on that one. Actually, we're going to save it as 8. Oh, I forgot to Watch me work. My streams. This guy right here. Oh. Does this work? It does. We're gonna do that. Turn that off. Turn that off. What's up, guys? We got Amanda from the Great White North and Stupid AI from Russia joining us. How are we doing? And let's get this link right here. There we go, that should be enough. I should have copied that before I did that. That's where I'm at. Still saving. It doesn't seem to be a good answer for this. I don't know why the unwrap feature. Actually, we didn't get an error that time, did we? We still don't have a top on the desk though. That's really weird. I'm also noticing that for some reason the FBX doesn't seem to be, what is this, element name 62. Why is this not, oh there we go, element name 62, this guy right here. Refresh. I put a whole nother house in, apparently. Let's see, it's there. So for some reason, in this version of it, that's really weird. So the element is there. On. Let's make sure we have all this set as static. This should all be static. This should be static. Bed. Set of knives. Soap dispenser. That is not static. Probably gonna have to update the lighting now because of that. Man, this is really weird that this guy right here, can I extract? I've seen this before. seems really crazy. Too much work. A lot of imlowers. Imlowers, I don't know what imlowers are. That's a new word for me. Did this ever finish? Yes, it did. Okay, let's actually do some work today, I guess. Show complete. Main house. And save again, which means I have time to go back and look at this. So I don't know why this I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's just always going to be in the wrong spot because of the skybox. I wonder if I need a different skybox. We have one without a sun. That has a sun. I wonder. I don't know. I'm not sure what's up with that. This is still saving. What's up, Modet? Wait, didn't you just say you were going to bed? No, that was material. Employees, that makes more sense. Imlowers. Now I know, imlowers translates to employees. There are a few things architecture taught us this week. So, at one point I had my chatbot set up to automatically, what I thought would just delete the word AutoCAD from chat. And it turns out that it actually banned people who said AutoCAD. So for the first few streams, people would say AutoCAD and they would just get banned from the channel. It was unintentionally hilarious. It is not an official Discord, but we are accepting members. I will get you an invite here. Hold on a second. Let me. How do I do that? I'm still learning Discord here. I'm kind of in the same boat there. I actually started Revit on version 5 when version 5.1 is out. And I think that would have been around 2004, 2005. maybe even version 4, because I remember I was working when 5.1 came out, and we had the discs, and yeah. Why can't I find what I'm looking for here? There, I'm just gonna do a instant invite to the Reddit channel. And you can use that however you want. There's also some other channels there, so. Okay, so what I'm going to concentrate on doing today is maybe getting some of these, see, like, this profile is not correct, and I thought that I had done a good job of redlining this in the other one, but my technician did not understand it, I don't think. I think she's still learning some architecture concepts, so I sketched this one out, but I think I'm going to take care of it instead of letting her do it. So previously we had a just a bullnose like this sticking out, and I think what I want to do instead is I want to do a it really kills me that yeah, I think I'm going to integrate this into the wall. Oh, from Christian. Oh, let's take a look at that. Oh man, Amanda. That's a good one. Maybe we should tell Mulligat the Navy joke. He's from Norway, but that's pretty close. So I think I'm going to integrate. Man, I'm really torn about whether or not I want these sweeps to be integrated into the wall or not. Oh, you want me to tell you the joke? Hold on a second. Yeah, so so you know, or I heard that Norway started putting barcodes on their ships. Do you know why they did that? Do you know why they started putting barcodes on their ships? on, there's got to be internet. No, you don't know. It's so they can Scandinavian. But I knew you'd like that. Are they nice? They're okay. They're kind of generic. Those are just the ones that we use. Guys, do I want to integrate the sweeps into the wall? I kind of swore this off a while back. Just because of the issues that it gave. Tell you what, let's look at this. One of those deleted something. There we go. You want to get rid of this roof. That's nonsensical. No, you're right, it's not Stroganoff. It's nowhere near Stroganoff. It kills me when I go into do a new password and it says you have to have between 6 to 12 characters with a symbol and a space and a uppercase and a lowercase, and I have to reset those passwords every time I log in because I can never remember them. And yet the one password that I use that is like 30 characters long that I can remember no problem with none of those has never had any issues. Alright. So when I worked at Papa John's as a store manager, I had passwords that I didn't even know what the characters were because it was just a memorization of the numeric pad on the keyboard, just a pattern on the numeric pad. And it rotated. I think as a manager you had to rotate your password every 2 weeks. So it was a new or maybe it was every month. So I had to change the pattern, but I never knew the characters in my password. It was always a pattern, like running your fingers across a numeric pad in a pattern. Kind of like how you unlock Google phones now, or if you play Ingress, the patterns for I can't remember what they use the patterns for in Ingress now. Alright, what was I doing, guys and gals? Working plans. Aside from just panning around in a screen, gotta actually do some work here. Okay, so I was going to look at the detail. That is not, should not be a detail. I need a wall section. There we go. What I'm looking at here is okay, that's kind of what I was afraid of when we do those sweeps like that. And I think if I integrate this into the wall, this is not a problem. But I could be wrong. So this is already a stacked wall. Which means that in order for this to work, I would have to put the sweep inside one of the wall types. Bob Hiller. Wow, we're popular today. What's up with that? Everybody just wanting to watch. Is it a holiday somewhere? Is that what's going on? People are like, oh, it's a holiday. I'm gonna go watch some Twitch. Oh, hey, look, here's a guy doing Reddit. See, now you're gonna make me go there. Now you're gonna make me go there. I wasn't gonna go there with this joke, but now you're gonna make me go there. Hey Bob, you just caught us in the middle of a bad joke telling competition. And Amanda went and got all religious on us, so now we're gonna have to, I gotta pull out all the stops. So, one year, not too long ago, there was a programming competition. It was like during CES or something like this. It was like this big main stage thing where the finalists would be on stage in front of everybody, and they would be like live programming. It was like a game jam, right, where they're trying to program something live. And so it turned out that the finalists, so they got to the finalists ended up being, it was Satan versus Jesus, and those were the finalists in this programming competition. And the finals came up, and they just started, started typing and typing. Just code flew across the screens. Everybody was watching, cheering on, yeah, right. And this lightning storm hit right in the middle of the competition, and all the power went off. A few minutes go by. It's dark. Everyone's like, it's completely silent. Everyone knows, like, oh man, electrical storm while programming. This is not good. Okay. So, hey, appreciate that. Oh, a host. Not even a follow, a host. I really appreciate that. So, lights come back on. Everyone's looking around, and Jesus just starts typing again. Jesus ended up winning that competition. You know why? You know why Jesus won that competition? Because Jesus saves. But I'll be here all week. Anyway, I'm trying to decide how I want to do this, and I think what I've decided I want to do is I'm going to put the it was a joke. Competition. So this is 5.5 high. This is 4'8", and this is 3'8". Yeah, I'm lost on that one too, Bob. I don't get the spatial fried rice. Guys, how do I want to do this? Okay, these section boxes need to go. They didn't move, they just weren't placed correctly to begin with. Oh, that's right, you've been here before. I don't know. See, if we do the sweep this way. Break a 2x8. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Let's check to see, first of all, this stone wall type here. What I'm afraid of happening here is that if I go in, see this wall type is used here also. So maybe it wouldn't be a horrible thing if all of that ended up receiving the sweep at the top. Distance from top, -8 inches. There we go. Offset. I feel like that profile is not right. Skip the punchline, oh my goodness. Here, we'll make sure that it doesn't get lost. I feel like, let's do this for now. Revit didn't like that. Cannot create sweep. I mean, do I have a choice? Is it gonna... there we go. Let's just go ahead and delete these for now. I can always put them back in, it's not that hard. That's what's going on. Architectural jokes, man. They're the greatest. I'm just going to delete all these. So let's look at that section now. I feel like this is not the right size. This should be... let's go down to profiles. Profiles, brick 8x2. Reveal brick course. Brick soldier course, all sweep brick soldier course. Let's do brick soldier course 1. And then it needs to be minus 3 1/8 inch. So I think we have the same problem here, right? Where it's not going to cut the wall behind it. Yeah, but this should be 1/2 inch. So this is accurate, right? Yep. I'd rather it be 7 5/8, but you know. That's wall. I don't think this puts us in any better position than just doing the sweep manually. Okay. So we're going to ride the undo train here. There we go. And we're going to change this. We're going to call this brick soldier course half-inch reveal. Brick soldier course 1 brick. Soldier course chase is fine. -3 1/8 inch. Cuts wall, cut by inserts. Bob, it probably did. Make sure. Oh, the cheese one? The holy cheese? Yeah, we got that one. We do want to make sure that we don't traverse into the offensive category. I'm not saying that any of these are, we just want to be careful about that. I don't want to be getting people upset. So this guy right here, what happens if I do 0? That's setback. Minus 0, 3 1/8 of an inch. Alright, let's make sure, pretty sure this should be half an inch, and it is. Okay, so now this one, I want this, let's make this, we want a brick row lock, duplicate, brick row lock. This is going to be, I don't think I have a row lock profile. Let's see if we can make one real quick. Brick reveal. Three and 5/8. Brick course, soldier course, wall sweep, brick cap. Let's edit this and see what this looks like. Okay, that is not what I'm looking for. Row lock. Let's look at this reveal course and see what this looks like. I mean, Alright, that's not gonna work. So let's go back and look at this one right here. I think it's just a rectangular piece. I don't understand why people have this thing about turning off dimensions and reference lines in their families when they save them. This does nothing at all. Let's see. See if we can use this one. Height, brick depth, so we can have depth and height. So we can actually soldier course. Let's make a new type. Call it Rolock. And it's going to be height is, I think, 3 5/8 of an inch. Depth is actually 7 5/8 of an inch. Oh, actually, length doesn't even matter. I mean, what? What did it just do? I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, so let's edit. Brick. Apparently I did not brick Rolock. I thought I saved one. Wall sweep. Rolock. And then we can use the soldier course material. Which same technique? The one where you're using a sweep instead of built into the wall. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to at all. Edit. What did I miss here? God, I swear. Height. Well, I suppose those are two different materials. Let's edit type. Do you find that, I mean, if you're using Smart Browser, then you can pick which view is, see, that's, I don't know, that's, seems silly to me. Why is the height? This is the most retarded thing ever. Alright, so then this is going to offset. I also don't know why this is doing this. There we go. And then the offset's going to be basically this right here. Why is this set to rounding? Okay, it's not cutting the wall. It cuts wall. Still not cutting the wall. Probably because I'm hoping that it's just the colors that are making this look weird. I don't know. Stupid AI. I know what you're saying there. But my counter argument to that is if your naming convention for your families is so poor that you have to rely on a preview, then the problem isn't all you're doing is you're creating an extra step for the people who have to maintain those and edit those families by doing that. Plus, I'm pretty sure you can, in families, I'm pretty sure when you save it, you can set which view is set to the icon. I don't have one open now. Pretty sure you can. Save as family. Options. Thumbnail preview. So instead of jacking it up for the people who actually have to work on them and making it frustrating for the people who know how to use them, why not set up a preview view and just leave it set to that? Right? That makes more sense than the frustration that ensues every time I have to put 5 extra mouse clicks and keyboard strokes to get this to work. Yeah, I was trying to remember why I opened that. It was to show you that. Ten people watching. Oh my goodness. I do not know what's going on here. I literally have no idea why this many people are interested in watching Revan on Twitch. It's got to be an international holiday or something. I think something needs to happen for this transition too, between the brick and the stone. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's see. But I like this look a lot better than it feels a lot more refined. Let's look at these perspective views. feel like I've lost something in changing it to that. I think that soldier course makes that separation a little too fat. I feel like this is too loud. No, apparently it's not picking it up. By the way, if you're watching and you're new to this, I'm very distracted today, and it's not from the people chatting, it's just I don't know what it is. But I'm not normally this slow on getting stuff done. So let's take a look at this. What do we think between something this thin and something this fat? From a design standpoint, I feel like we've lost something that this provides. Like, the proportions aren't quite right. I like this over this. But I'm not sure that I like that extra soldier course down below. Is this the right dimension? Oh, come on. You know you want to. There you go, Reddit. Yeah. I know these dimensions are right. Three and 5/8, 2 1/4, 7 5/8. So that is right. Maybe it's the angle? I don't know. So one thing that I do want to do, I want to change this to brick and just see what happens. Let's duplicate this to brick sloped roll-off water tin. Brick roll-off sloped. And let's change this to the same soldier coursing so we just get that feel for the brick instead of a cast stone. That material doesn't come to unless. I'm not sure I understand. Material doesn't come to unless. Come to unless. I'm sure what you're saying is correct, I'm just not understanding what exactly it is you're looking for there. I'm going to delete these. Let's change this to right there. That material doesn't come 2 inches less. Oh, you mean the brick here? Like bringing it into the house? Or do you mean in height? Like making it 6 inches? So here's the thing. If that's what you mean. We could cut 2 inches off every brick. But that is a lot of construction waste. So I'd like to be able to use the entire brick instead of cutting stuff off. Brick, water table details, and I don't know why I clicked shopping. You can either get a shaped brick or you can step it out like this. That is not a normal brick, or you can slope it like this and then you end up cutting it anyway. So I've got this row lock here. That's what I've got right there. And I can actually bring it in just a little bit more. Which helps a little bit. That gets a little bit narrow. They would end up cutting that off. 7/16, a little bit narrow. I just realized why it's not cutting that wall. But I think I like it without the without the soldier course underneath. Really need to find a different color for that row lock. Why not have that installed? Nope. That's also not what I wanted. I have this downloaded but not installed. We're gonna have to find that tool. Oh, I gotta go take a quick break. I got a visitor. Enjoy the music, I'll be right back. So I'm realizing that business cards. Uh-oh. Gotta turn that off. Turn that on. Turn that on. Hey look, it's been saying that I've been playing live dashboard for the last hour and a half. Business cards do not fly like playing cards, I'm finding. But maybe they should. What are does mine fly like a, let's see. Yeah, it does. They should. Business cards should fly like playing cards. If they don't, you have cheap business cards. Anyway, back to it, right? $139, $132, $122. Yeah, sure. What's your question? Probably be just a little bit darker than that. Just a little bit darker. I need to figure out this transition here. There's got to be something that happens there. And I wonder if that just needs to bump out a little bit. Alright, let's see what you got. Uh-huh. I see it. Transformer box. I want to know that's the line near the transformer. This line right here. This one that has, it says R97.75. Let's see. You're talking about this line right here, right? The one that's labeled with a radius of 97.75 inches. Left and top. Left and top. Talking about this one that arches around like this. Or this right here. This whole like Nike swoop thing. Is that what you're trying to figure out what it is? Okay. So it looks to me like it's a ramp up from whatever this elevation is to this elevation. Because it says 31 max slope right here. Right? So this is the edge of that slope up. And I don't know why they do this right here. Hard to tell without the topography on why it does that. I'm guessing maybe this is slope arrows? Swell direction. Which would seem to indicate that what you're doing here is that you probably have a swell away from the house, right? These are your duplexes, right? And then you have to have, for landscaping, in order to maintain this landscape, you have to have a 3-1 max slope. So they're probably indicating that you have to slope back down to the transformer box here, or up. It's kind of hard to tell if this is slope up this way or slope up this way with no topography on here. But so as you get further away, the swell is less. That's why it's less here, and because it's closer to the house here, it's bigger here. So the property line cuts off here. I mean, that's my guess, is that they're just saying that this landscaping here needs to be maintainable, either by lawnmower or by foot traffic. So it has to have a 3-1 slope on it. So they're just indicating that before you get down to this transformer box, or up to the transformer box, you have to maintain that slope. You can't just, you can't do a retaining wall into it. Yes, a parking spot right here. So you should be able to do that. You're gonna have, I think this is more of a landscaping thing. Well, I think you should be okay. If this, as long as this, it's not a setback. I think it's just indicating that you have to have a certain amount of slope. So I think your parking lot, what you're gonna have to do, your parking spot, you put it in here, and if it encroaches in that, you're just going to have to indicate that if it's grass next to it, that you have to have some sort of gentle slope to get back to the transformer box grade. I don't see why you're not allowed. It doesn't look like this is restriction, like you can't build here. I think it's just indicating that you have to have a slope to get from here to here, or vice versa. It looks like the setbacks are already built in. I mean, you want to keep a minimum clearance. I don't know what that is by code. But it looks like the clearance is already built into this right here. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be grass or concrete or what it is. There's no indication of what material it is. So can't help with that. My guess is that it's a concrete pad. This is probably your pad right here, and your transformer box sitting on top of it. Transformer, yep, transformer. It looks like you've got a couple concrete blocks there. So that would be my guess. This isn't a setback right here. This is just indicating that you need to slope back down to it. Oh, you talking about these lines? Oof. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I mean, if that's the property line, then I'd say you probably can't cross over that. You're saying you can't put a 9-foot wide parking spot right here? How is this a 3-digit number and this is a 1-digit number? Am I missing something here? 203.59. Oh, okay, 1.11. This is the width across here. I see now. I got it. I'm with you now. I don't think this is a setback, it's just indicating that you need to slope down to it. The curved one. These lines, you said they're property lines. I think you're okay to put something like if you have to encroach, like right here. I think you're okay. This curved line, I don't think is a setback. This line, I don't know what it is. It has coordinates on it, so I'm guessing it's a property line. That I can't answer because I don't have the rest of the image. Let's see. Proposed grades, lot corner, proposed grades, so lot corner. There is no corner shown on here, so I don't know. Storm and sanitary, swell direction, exterior door location. I don't think I have enough information on this drawing to tell you. So this is the curb cutback, most likely. The dashed line. I'm not sure what the dashed line is. So my guess would be that this is the property line right here. Which one is the coordinate on? Yeah, my experience is that if there is a coordinate direction on there with a length and a coordinate direction on it, that it is a property line. Got it. That makes sense. Small lines are the higher elevation. I mean, it kind of reads that way. I don't know why. Interesting. So yeah, like see these coordinates here? This is definitely the property line right here. I say that, and then there's one on this line. Here, and I'm guessing that there's one further down on this solid line. I hate civil plats because it's like someone vomited information on the drawings every single time. I don't know why they can't make it more intuitive to read. Yeah, that's a good demonstration. So I would say that these are definitely property lines right here. But, I mean, you can always go get a variance. Bob Hiller, thanks again for that host, man. I appreciate that. So, I think I'm okay with this now. This is not bothering me as much. I think I like it thinner than with the soldier cores on the bottom. Like those corner windows, we need to detail them a little bit more. I think they're too high. They're sitting. I just asked the technician to put in corner windows. But I think they're sitting too high for the rest of the house, for the style of the house. I think they need to be at this height right here. Feet. Can't seem to select them. They also need to be they need to be separated a little bit too. 8 feet. Need to come down. And something else needs to happen on this face too. I'm glad you like them. That's for a in a bathroom here. Let's see if I can get a camera in there. This bathroom has given us such a hard time. This needs to come down too. I see why it is that high now. I'm just going to delete that. Yep, a little vanity there. Then this is going to come down to... What do we think about that? I'm not sure I like that corner wall there. Well, we still got a ways to go on this thing, man. The ceiling needs to be updated. Let's see here. Roof needs to be updated. See, the whole idea with this, they really want this corner bathroom thing, man. And it's killing me. Well, the only problem is they don't work in the space, right? Because you can't actually open them. So it's a problem that has not been fixed yet. They're supposed to be smaller. This is supposed to be a 3-foot opening. And it never got fixed from the Redlines. Should be more like that right there. A little issue there with the feel like that doesn't work as well. Yeah, for some reason it's more sensitive when you use the mini tool. I don't know what's up with that. Like these lights need to be moved over. Or deleted, you know, whichever works. There's too much elevation change going on in this. I'm not a big fan. We also need lights on each side of this. I don't know, what do we think? This isn't looking very, like, this is not cozy to me. Right next to the sink like that. Not a big fan of this. And I also wanted this to be centered, the opening in the bath, but we had to expand this out to get it to work. Maybe, and they really want a corner bath too, which is another thing that's killing me. I feel like this is too tight of an area for a makeup vanity. That's not gonna work. Oh goodness. That's not gonna work. Well, the best spot for custom families is right there at your own desk. And here's the reason. Revit City is a great resource, but a majority of the families that were created for Revit City were created by high school students in a drafting class with zero experience in architectural construction. So there, you can get some good stuff there. You used to have Autodesk Seek, but that was bought out by another company that I'm not too fond of, BIM Object. It's a little bit too commercialized, and honestly, I haven't gotten any good objects from them. And here's the problem with my standards. My standards most Revit families, custom Revit families, fall very short of my standards. So I have a hard time finding a source that's good, in my opinion. And that's less on the creator's side and more on my side. So I don't even know why did this get split into two walls? So I modeled the large portion of it, and then I'm having my intern do the red lines, mostly so that I can keep her busy and keep her employed. Let's see now. I'm having a little bit of heartburn over these vertical transitions between the brick and the stone. I think the stone needs to bump out a little bit. But yeah, to go back to your question, a lot of it, most of it is being modeled by an intern, and the conceptual model I did myself. And like this guest house here was originally done by me, and then she kind of tuned it. So I'm just gonna delete that. Oh, you know, does the high one want the soldier course? Hold on a second. Window washers are here. I don't know, what do we think? I think the lower one, with the soldier course, it was too fat, but the higher one, that higher one maybe needs the soldier course for a little extra language there. Let's do this also. Woohoo! It is quite a transition. I worked at Papa John's while I was in architecture school. And I have been working professionally in architecture since 2003. 15 years. And that doesn't include the number of years since 1999 that I was in architecture school. Now you were the one. No, you did say you've been working on Revit, a software going from AutoCAD. If you transition from AutoCAD 14 to Revit, yeah, well, I mean, transitioning from AutoCAD to Revit's already enough of a shock. It doesn't matter which version you come from. What I want to do here. So the reason that this suite is not cutting the wall, yeah, is because when it was created, it was not hosted to the upper wall. Okay, don't know, what do we think? Do we think that upper one? The upper one keeps the soldier course? I think I'm gonna have to remake all of these anyways. They've all been hosted to the lower wall instead of the upper wall. Well, that one seemed to work okay. I also need to put those. I'm thinking about putting that corner glazing in this little breakfast nook here too. Guys, I think I might keep the soldier course underneath the high one there. I think that might be the way to go. The proportions work better on the high one than on the low one. Kind of digging it. It just, for some reason on the low one, it just looked too fat. Let's look at these perspectives and see what we think. I think I might put it on there. Yeah, look at that. That feels good. Let's look at this right here. So part of the problem is it's not cutting this wall, and I think it's because it's hosted on the stacked wall and not the upper wall, if that makes sense. So I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to put it up here. And let's look at that wall sweep again. See, that cuts the wall. And that's what we want right there. So that's what we're going to do here. Oh crap, and you see how I selected the whole wall? That's the problem that we're having. And see, now you get this error that says there's a circular chain of reference. And what I need to do is, when I do add remove wall, I have to hit tab and get just the upper wall. And that's the problem that I'm having right now. I think we just put sweeps all the way up the wall. Although, I gotta be honest, I'm kind of a fan of what's going on with the double sweep. I can't quite get that one wall.
Radiophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. When played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new
There we go.
sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Nope, I still didn't get it. Oh, I selected the wrong one earlier. Hey, appreciate that follow. I hope that means that you are learning fun things and enjoying what you see. Oops. Or that you're entertained at the idiocy that you're watching. Any of them. Maybe it was the bad dad jokes earlier. That could also be why you followed. That would also be acceptable. Regardless of why you decided to follow, I appreciate it. So now what I want to do is I want this to be, I want the top of this to be at 3 feet, I believe. You know, I learned a long time ago that there's not a right way for most things in Revit. There's just a way for it to get done. Oh man, I like it. I like how, yeah, that's exactly what I want right there. So full disclosure on this house, the couple that has hired me to design this house probably can't afford the design that we're getting, but they're working on it. That is not at all what I intend to do. So things like these corner windows probably will get taken out of the project. -0, 4, and 5/8. But it's a great exercise in design, as long as I get paid for it. Oh man. So that's the downside to doing this as a wall sweep instead of built into the wall, is that you have to make different types for different heights if you want to use select all instances. 2, 8, and 3/8. Is that right? I guess it was. Okay. Which would mean that this needs to be it's gonna be 4/8. Hold on a second. 2'8". 2'8" and 3/8. 4 inches. Yes. 3 and 5/8 plus 3/8 is 4 inch. Which means this should be 3 feet. Excellent. Which means this is supposed to be 5 feet. This should be 4, 8, and 3, 5/8, 7 inch. And that's probably going to break. I'm going to have to remake this one, I think. Yep. this is going to be 4, 8, and 5/8 of an inch. -2 and 3/8? No. -2, 3/8. That's not right either. -4 and 1/8, I believe, is what I did. 4 and 5/8. Which I still think is going to be too deep into the wall assembly. But, you know, it is what it is. I wonder if this is going to break also. Nope, it worked fine. I really like that language. I'm very fond of that. But this I really like. This is getting a little bit too busy over here. Let's hide this. That's a little bit better. There's still a line there. I'll have to go in and fix that. Have you guys seen the new Dundee movie trailer? I was just thinking the other day how I want to go back and watch these. They're pretty funny if you're a fan of the Dundee movies. What in the world? This isn't even centered. Whoa, that did not work out the way I wanted it to. Oh, these are in-place models. I forgot. They're not actual families like the ones that I made. Look at this. This isn't even centered. I don't understand. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm not quite mentally prepared to. Look at this. That one's been jacked up. I even need this right here. Oh, this is killing me. Killing me, Smalls. I need to send a quick email. New email. Alright, I'm not going to deal with that right now then. Let's see how many things cannot go right for me right now. I like this look. I feel like the stone's going to need to bump out more right here in order for it to work. Can't be flush. That's a nice detail with the hole in the wall. I think that works pretty well. Oh no, that's right. This is what I'm talking about. I'm so unfocused today. I can't stay on task for one thing. And it's a little ridiculous. Let's just go ahead and delete that. -0.5 of an inch, I think is what I decided. Yep. Sure, let's go ahead and save, and while that's saving, let's come back over here and maybe play around with our VR walkthrough a little bit. Still trying to figure out the best way to get this desk back in. Because what has happened here? If we look at this guy right here, that's pretty sure that's the piece that we want. See, this isn't behaving the same. I don't know what has happened with what is this piece right here? 75. Element 75. That one right there. And I think if I duplicate that, bring it in. So that's that one. Go down to Vaughn. Element 75. Hey, thanks for that follow, man. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good session today. See, it got deleted. It got deleted. I don't know why. 75, 76, 77. What is 76? '76 does not. Oh, hold on a second. What is 75? 76 is the desk. 77 is the tile wall. The tile wall got deleted. It did. So this is a little weird. When I re-import this DWG or the DAE file, for some reason it is deleting. Has deleted these pieces that I don't want to be deleted. I don't know. Like, I've done all this material stuff and lighting and everything in this, and I don't want to have to redo it, but I gotta have some of these pieces. Let's do this. 75 through 77. Duplicate those. We're gonna... Wait, would that work? What if I just take this and put it under Vaughn? Does it move them? Nope. Okay. I'm sure there's a better way to go about doing this. I don't know why.
Start with inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply, relax.
I don't know why those pieces would have not. Let's do this. Let's do this before I get too involved here. Let's bring these. Put them here. It completely re-imported the entire thing. Okay, never mind that. Is this done? By the way, guy who followed Baphomet, I don't know, is from Watch Me Work. It's a group that I also stream to where you get paired with different artists, and he develops little RPG games, and it's fun to watch him do that. So we get paired together quite a bit, and it's fun to watch. See, now this one's broken. This one has been broken. Okay, let's just delete that. So if you use Unity, and you know how in the world I can get these pieces to show back up in my model, I would greatly appreciate you telling me, because this is a little frustrating. I need that tile back there especially. Why would it do that? I don't understand. I don't want to have to go through and redo all of those pieces. Okay. This should be done by now. Anyway, if you're into game design, then you should definitely, let's see if I can get this to work. Shout out Baphomet. Is that gonna work? Yeah, no. Did it? Yes. It did work. All right. Guess that's the void extrusion for. It should come across as a void, not a solid. Weird. What do you suppose we have a little hole there? What do we want for lunch today, boys and girls? That didn't help me out any, did it? I think I just need to clean up this whole area right here in order for this to work, because I bet. Nope, there we go. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. Fuck these roofs shit. Same. Yet they're not. Am I seeing that right? They both have a 10-foot plate. Why is that offset -1 foot? That one's set. Oh, I think I know why. Now it's higher than the other one. Oh my god. Sometimes it hurts. They're still at different heights. What is going on here? I bet I know the answer. I'm not a big fan of the way that this roof is shaping up either. Oh boy. I think the problem here is that I'm seeing a lot of things that need to be done, and I'm scrambling to figure out which one I want to do first. So like now I have this suspicion that everything has been done incorrectly. That's the overhang. Did I do that wrong over here? plate offset. Okay, so here's part of the problem. So she hasn't quite learned how to use the offset tool when creating roofs. She's not paying attention to the parameters here. That's why the roofs are all jacked up. Come on, Revit, don't do this to me. Okay. And let's that's fine for now. These are going to have slopes. 8 inches. Oh, I should do that for Bob also, because he hosted me, and that was awesome. That's not going to work from there. It did work from there. Eat. Yep. Delete that fascia. Delete dimensions. Oh, I need to set this to rafter also. That's going to drop it even more. This goes to there. Nope, that's not gonna work. Yeah. I have an issue right there also. It's gonna be a fun roof to fix. Structural engineer isn't going to touch this job. Most structural engineers don't do residential because they don't like having to figure out the framing for roofs. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix this right here. And I think what's gonna happen is this roof is just gonna come back to here. Wonder why that line doesn't maintain. I do this. Huh. Besides, it's not that bad. It's really just two main sections, and then a section here, and then just built up roofing everywhere else. I mean, the framing's not going to be that bad on this. Okay. Which of these does not use? None of these do. I can't get too frustrated because roofing is not easy for residential. I don't know what these lines are going to be yet, so I'm going to just do this right here. Alright, this is going to be rafter as well. There's a lot of detail in the crossover of roofs. Not a lot of detail. What are you talking about? Come on, for wood framing? Roof systems. Wood rafters 619. Looking for, there you go, right there. That's how it's, I mean, it's not a lot of detail. And 90% of the homes built in the United States, framers do it without any detail at all. That is not going to be brick. I wonder. Huh. Oh no. I don't even attach it to the project. We don't, for residential, they have to go by a code, national code, which has prescriptive design. And if the structure doesn't meet that prescriptive design, then I need to attach details. But for the most part, in order to keep our fees reasonable for residential, we don't do details that that are typical construction. specifically for that reason. I feel like I'm missing something here. That's 1'6". What has happened? Oh, there we go. I'm going a little bit crazy. Invisible walls and such. I do want to do that right there. Oh man. That's also going to be a problem. That kind of solves the problem. Solves a lot of problems, actually. Let's bring this out to here and see what happens. Something's gonna need to be done with this. I'm just not sure what it is. If I move this wall over by a foot, actually the whole thing would have to slide down. If I move this whole thing down, I can move this ridge over and meet that piece right there, so we don't have that issue. I think for this, man, that just meets up so nicely there, doesn't it? Not what I was hoping happened. Let's see, what happens if I just bring this out to here? We're just gonna see what this does. We'll do that. It's not gonna like that ridge there. See, this could go up into that. I'm not liking where this is going. Okay. I am going to go eat some lunch. I'll be back later this afternoon. I have a 1 o'clock meeting where I'm going to be figuring out how our storefront sign gets installed. So I'll be back later this afternoon working on this a little bit more. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. I really appreciate it. Have a great afternoon, and I'll talk to you later.